What's good to the tribe? Just wanted to start that out today and really go into what we're dealing with right now. I was talking to V the other day and was telling her all our son will ever know is masks, social distancing. And for all those that have children that just been born or finna turn 1 or 2, this is our world we live in. This is the world we live in right now. It's kind of something out of a movie. Which is crazy to me. Dealing with the COVID-19. I've been working around it a lot. I've had some family members, so to say, pass away from it. I've had co-workers that, so to say, came down with it. But this is the season of the flu. So is it the flu? Or is it really COVID-19? I was reading an article the other day, and they're talking about giving people lung transplants. Lung transplants. So I'm wondering if it's because they're trying to move their agenda. They're trying to slow down the voting or polls. What is going on? What's really happening? What is happening out here? Runaway America. I'm seeing the other day, and I don't know if you guys have heard this, people found hanging from trees. Copper colored people hanging from trees. I think it was LA, California, somewhere. And then it was in New York, in a park. And then they're ruling these like suicides. But in the past couple years, I've never heard of suicides happening from hanging. Why would I want to hang myself when I can just, so to say, put a bullet? And that's not even the right idea to have, but it's like, you're gonna tie a rope up to a tree, make a noose, and hang yourself? Most copper-colored people are scared of the woods anyway, so they don't know how to make knots as it is. So they make a knot as far as a noose to hang themselves? I don't remember Boy Scouts in the hood. I don't remember little Boy Scouts running around making knots and all other things out here. And then these are grown people. And it's happening in the middle of the night. And you rule it a suicide. What's up with that? Are we not investigating things like this? We have the guy in Atlanta at the Wendy's. And he gets shot 3 times. Granted, trying to resist arrest, but granted this. What is the actual purpose of police? Is it not to catch the bad guy? And what is the job of the criminal? Are they not trying to run away? Is this not what you signed up for? This is not what people have signed up for. The bad guy tries to elude while the police tries to catch him. But I can see it's way different than that now. Shoot first, ask questions later. Because they know you still think you're black out here. Remember, Black Lives Matter, right?
During this protest, activists held signs that read Black Lives Matter, Justice for George Floyd, and End White Supremacy.
That's the reason they can kill you in these streets. And get away with it. And get away with it. Get away with it. I've been seeing a lot of unity out here, but I've been seeing a lot of hate too. A lot of hate. Everybody has something to say. As far as something to say dealing with copper colored people. We need to go back to wherever. We need to go back to our country. This is our country. We built this. We've always been here. My ancestors' bones are in these grounds. Deal with it. It would kind of make people feel weird if I went up to people when they ask stuff like that and then I'm like, why don't you go back to your country? Because I know you're an immigrant. I know all your people came in through Ellis Island. Through the real slave trade. Our passage over here. Why don't you go back? But people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that. It's like the media, the news, television has painted us so much in a bad light and gave us so much of a bad story that anybody and everybody think they can treat copper colored people any way they want to. And I hope people watch Copper Lives Matter. And that's not a movement. There's no need for a movement when I've always been here. My bloodline has always been here. My relatives have always been here. There's no need for a movement. I know our lives matter. This country wouldn't be here if our lives didn't matter. It wouldn't be here. But just getting a couple things off my chest today. Remember, Runaway America. I'm just not understanding it. I'm not understanding it. A lot of people are worried about the wrong things right now when we have this all going on around us. People don't understand it's going to be a second wave of this COVID. And it's going to come worse than before. You think you were quarantined before. Wait for the next one. And watch and see what happens. I just hope you guys are prepared. And I hope you guys are stocking up. We're not just putting survival is the key for anything in a chat. I'm not just putting that for anything. You need to be stocking up on seeds, on personal items, you got deep freezer, stock up on meat that's zip wrapped. That's not the meat that you actually get from the store with the little plastic on it. One that's really sealed in plastic. The heavy duty type sealed type. You need to be putting stuff away. Realizing what's going on. Because it's not going to get any better. It's not. It's crazy to think about this, right? It's only June right now. It's only June. The year isn't even fully over with. It's not even fully over with. I wonder what other surprises they have for us. I wonder what other surprises they have for us. Like I've been telling people, look up in the sky. It's a reason people are getting these I want to say like signals, like guides that are telling them to look up in the air. Because a lot's going to be revealed this year. What better time to do it? What better time to do it? You have a pandemic that we're not even over, but stuff is opening back up. You got riots and marches in the street saying Black Lives Matter, when I've never met a black person in my life. And you have more other races out there promoting it than you do the copper colored people for Black Lives Matter. Copper colored lives have always mattered. It's getting brought to this attention now just because people are catching it on video. But imagine all the videos or all the slayings and murdering and bad racial things that have happened to people that haven't been caught on camera. I just think us, as these copper color races of the Americas, would look at things a lot different if we actually knew our ancestry. If we actually knew our roots. Now, I'm not talking about that bullshit ass movie series.
Kunta.
If you actually knew your roots. If you actually knew that your descendants didn't come off a slave ship. Ever. I think you would have more pride in yourself. To know you're standing on your ancestors' land. You've only been from here, Turtle Island. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. I gotta get your mind first before I can take over your body. Because then that way I can control you how I feel I want to control you. And make you do what I want you to do. But I want people to be safe out here. Staying healthy. No matter if we think this is real or not going on. And if you are protesting, make sure you're protesting for a cause. Like we say, we're doing this for 7 generations later. Make sure what you're protesting is really what you want your relatives and your lineages down the line to better them. Like, I'm not doing this for me today. I might not see change nowhere in my lifetime. But hopefully KJ will. Lil Feather. Hopefully he will. Or hopefully his children will. See change in their lifetime. Runaway America. Runaway America. But I love you guys. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.
It's called gentrification. It's what happens when the property value of a certain area is brought down. Huh? You listening?
Yeah.
They bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. Then they move all the people out, raise the property value, and sell it at a profit. Now what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything,